Everybody say, say, how can I express my gratitude for all the many things you've done for me? Words are not enough, to say thank you. So Lord, you are my everything. You're my everything. How can I express my gratitude? How can I express my gratitude for all the many things Father, you done for me, yeah. Words are not enough to say thank you. So Lord, you are, you're my everything. Say, I call you Okay, Abusia Ebrea, so thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for having patience in us and for us. And of course, thank you so much for being there and waiting for us. BWTV Sunye, BW Radio Sunye. We're live on BWF Solicitors Facebook page. And also we're live on BWF Solicitors YouTube, and I'm live on LinkedIn on BWF Solicitors platform, and we're live on BWTV, Facebook, YouTube, and also live on BW Radio. Today is the 15th of October 2022. Lovely Saturday afternoon. We're here to bring you some very nice legal education and discussion and conversation, all part of the 30th anniversary celebration of Unbroken Service of BWF Solicitors and a senior partner, Uncle Ben, to the community. We thank you for being there. We thank you for being our partners and also working with us. And BWF Solicitors is very happy to be at your disposal. If I'm and today we're going to have a very interesting discussion. Now, there's a new Nationality and Borders Act that says that you could be deprived of your citizenship. How? With notice or without notice? We're going to find an answer to that. And Eunice Penny, Lawyer Charles Asma, free BWF Solicitors, and and of course, all your other questions and concerns will be addressed right here on the show. It is the community and the law. Hello, Abusia, and I'm so excited to be back with you. Let me first of all apologize to all of you. Last week, to me, program there were circumstances that were beyond our control, and we had to engage ourselves in other things, so we couldn't come your way. But today we are here, we are live, we are with you, and we're so excited about the fact that crado. What changing na fi when you want to say yeba and yedi legal and common ede abroad is the community and the law and yedi bro. We're running between now and 6 p.m. UK time, and today we have a very interesting question to answer, and we're so privileged and honored to BWF Solicitors yedi bro. The question is, can I be deprived of my citizenship without notice? What does the new Nationality and Borders Act 2022 say? Before 2022 and what is saying in 2022 and beyond. So what backline also what I want you to do, whether you're on Facebook, on YouTube, or any of the platforms, pick up the link, share it with your friends and to your network. Now, being so like a page, a lot of activity on there, so the algorithm will look good, and of course we will have so many people coming in YouTube and Facebook for because we have a wonderful family in you. And then so make I will say BWF Solicitors and AD and Como BWF Solicitors and Fie Eduasa any and senior partner Uncle Ben. They assume a year on my mono in na the orca and say or the Julian Ponya may ase Enti Otun Safra was the 23rd of October 2022 at 10 a.m. Weather Faith Mission St. Anthony's College War Beulah Hill, London, Southeast London, SE 193HL, 10 o'clock prepare. We're going to say thank you to God for the 30 years of unbroken service. 30 years of grace, 30 years of abundant blessings. Awunyame ade amai. Inti shano say 23rd of October. Yina yako asori na yako danyame ase. But hansa na no me kai will say BWF Solicitors yeni won edi inkitahwe na I say yade aseda ema won say wetimi aso dwumedi ase ema yade abrawo. We'll be right back.
Ye fema ye wo London. Ya jia basobodie bebre. Ni ya redare ewo mranse mu. Eye legal services, BTC family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. Wo BWF yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na ye bo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penin pa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF Solicitors kura wo ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care, eya abofrahwe mu, awaregya ye ho twema mentwe. Ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a, ye ma wo legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwuma nso. Ye child care, any family team no nim nia wo famu ewe ni eya wo brei mu. Enu nti ne yeto ye mbo ase ma wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu. Yen senior partner Ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu no sanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje wo family any matrimonial cases ho a unni haw kra. Upe advice ewo immigration sensem ho. Wo BWF Solicitors ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration, work permit, student visa ho totoye, any entry clearance visas, family visas, ni appeals. Yen senior partner a member na wasa ginatum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se taiwachi a wunni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa nonkron pe mu ekosi enumre nonsia eye 9:30 a.m. kosi 6 p.m. Ena memene danso appointment nkoa free anopa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 eye 10 a.m. kosi 4 p.m. Yewo 4th floor ewo Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sawun 93 Seven Sisters Underground nswa eye kwantie bi. Yen senior partner Bernardo Wusu san ye barrister ya gina tumu na oye Ghana Bar Association member ena wasan gina se mranimfo ewo court cases ya efa Ghana law ho. Wa advising local authorities, official solicitors office ni solicitors bebre efa Ghanaian law ho yi na osan yo bia otai kasa ewo radio any TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.
BWF Solicitors and Yakotuwon and Kra. May Dawawase na Makachi say we appreciate them so much. BWF Solicitors, senior partner Ode Femi Ebaye, he's been operating in the community for 30 solid years. And for that, he is saying, say, Yina Yemra na Yamkonkoda Nyame Ase. And until yes, Sunday, the 23rd of October 2023. Yane BWF Solicitors family nina ebeko akoda nyame ase ewo Word of Faith Mission St. Anthony's College Beulah Hill ewo South East London. It's been 30 years of grace, and I would want to see you there so we can all together praise God and thank Him and pray for longevity at the Ama BWF Solicitors. Inti Kaho Nebra Ma Yanko. Sabri Yasha, see, let me first of all welcome my brother, my friend, and my colleague, colleague in the media, not in the law. Lawyer Charles Asma. Lawyer, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Brakaku.
But you're to say. then you may say, Adjumamu, Abusiafonia, the United States. In fact, on behalf of the community, people say that they congratulate one, Uncle Ben, and two, they want to say thank you to your law firm. And I said, Moye Ejuma assiduously. Say, Mode Eboa community, no, for so empowered to sometimes even do their own or put in their own applications. They have come to understand the law, and of course, so you do that to the highest amount of and as a level of success. Okay. Yeah, I was say lawyer Charles Asma and any resource person and Baba BD and come on. But let me go on to the platform that I share the discussion amount for was Tilly Duma mentioning names Ezekiel Johnson, Tilly Duma Bio, Boba Sari. I think you're trying to call people to come up and join. Wimpini Adam, who's the next one to come in here? Nanahima Sapong, Sansoso, and Yefre, Nana Sapong Bio, Yefre, Wanabio, Nana Akia Breye Ajimai. Tilly, a friend or friend, a queer anima, we calling on Sarah Pinzo and Afe, who else? Eben or say, Inchi Obaswa, let's see you so we can welcome you. Nana Aso, thank you very much. Venice, thank you for being here and also having faith in us. And all those we were able to meet over the weekend last week. It was a good time. Thank you all for coming. This was the next one here. I think I've seen Pat Udoy. Pat, thank you very much for coming on board. As I said, Oba, now what pick a link, I don't know what share, now what like a page, you know. Let's have so many likes, as I said, for the algorithm to look very good, and the world will know we have a wonderful family that meets every Saturday afternoon on the community and the law. And also remember, on Saturday next week, we'll be here for the program. Then the following day, Sunday, which is the 23rd of October 2022, your Thanksgiving service to celebrate, thank God, and of course, ask for more grace for BWF Solicitors, 30 years of unbroken service to the community. Ebi mema lawyer sakra na mekomi announcement sending me nuggets no so mema lawyer ekwana fe omaye akwaba senior etieno na intimi emfa nkomo no enhye so nti we will be kind so what you Jolati.
Yo, yeah, that's a very tearful for and then so ya may be a quiet amaye. The far akwanya way so Eda Obibiara sister when ya embrace say Eunice at DNA. Feel empowered for ourselves and family. Your father, when you so that was a baby, say I bring down money a year a juma. Now we joining your baby and so come. We have received a lot of goodwill messages as part of the celebration of the senior partner and principal of the firm, Uncle Ben, and the firm as a whole. Tia the Mwasi baby.
Yeah, and lawyer Charles Asma senior and Kano. And at this point, with his help, no young couple of announcements, so to speak. Na Yamra and Senior City. I've already mentioned, say on the 30th, we're going for our Thanksgiving service, and as he's mentioned, on behalf of the company, the firm, and the group, we are inviting you to come join us. Say thank you to God. And no, actually, no, me per se, me come for a mount na fi. Yakai will say in the month of October, as we are all aware, say we are joining the campaign to bring awareness to the issue titru unionum emma breast cancer. The campaign is on, and we're celebrating that all week, marking that all throughout October. And to join us, and if you have a message you want us to send across to the community, you can just record a video and send it to our text number 079504222780, and we'll play it out on the program as we did with another person's And what you know, so if you're writing IELTS, B1, B2 for skilled worker route, health and care worker routes, student applications, and I say English language A2. For immigration and all the other purposes now. Omode ase one a KT educational consult for EBD and Como. Now fi omobebo enroll they will enroll you in their class and help you prepare to go and write the exam in very good confidence environment, and of course what you mean actual and your success. 07596 620154 UK number 07596 620154 and now 07512 644 07512 644 Okay, yen kohe yen nuggets no the BWF for Ade MI, and then they talked about sponsored skilled worker, what you can do when it is that you have your license and you come to the UK. As a sponsored skilled worker, you can do additional or supplementary work in the UK on a skilled worker visa, but there are certain limitations as to what is allowed without having to update your visa. You may work an extra 20 hours a week in the same occupation as your sponsored work, same occupation code, and the same level as the job you are being sponsored for, or if the job falls within the shortage occupation list. If you want to do more than 20 hours of extra work a week or work which falls within a different occupation code, then you would need to get a new certificate of sponsorship from the second employer and send a letter to the Home Office as part of the application process to explain that you want to change your permission to stay in the UK. Where immigration rules na kofa appear. And my main court lawyer na mimisa say ho enchichemu etisen lawyer.
Yo me da se bebre senia we ready and also wo kan no skilled worker provision no aban introduce a boa to bridge the skill shortage gap. Santi say was switch and say waba with data standard time no yerba mo say bia wo ye x number of hours a week. However, utumi 20 extra hours.
Okay.
International say hwemu asa wo ye 37 which may 57.
Okay.
We are 40, which may 60.
Okay.
Na near a woman says same post 20 no say employer no or sponsor no uni sa extra overtime no ma wa which may akwaye no wo baby. And what are conditions e no. The condition is say okwaye no baby say we should say baby akwaye no is in line with ejuma wo yen in the first place. It is a wo ye care baby akwaye so ye care similar.
Okay.
Our musukuru are the same license conditions. Na so say a year side man so within the occupational shortage we know a was our list and so.
Okay.
To me kwaye bibi fufuro. For example, say we a carer na say we part-time teaching job wa. Untimi ka say me part-time teaching job untimi ko akwaye because I no might not be on the shortage occupation list no. And I say it's not in line with your core sponsored job na we no. Okay. So person we be before first idea, you have to then go for another sponsorship certificate in that new area.
Okay. Inti no senior yen nugget no e cano e. Now, how easy is it to get that? Say uko me fana se wako na wako kachu be say me person me extra work and inti Mommy, sponsorship lines, and can you easily switch?
Well, near woman say once I could have visa no, and we inquire you can switch.
Okay.
Because obi was switch that means they already have leave to remain
okay.
and work, so you can switch. But the question is, of course, employer no if a pen for. Let's just say no when you're then they will have to sponsor you whilst you are already your visa is still valid, you know. Which means I switch it, na ye. But when you mean can say we ye juma man in power na we kwaye the same level of hours so ama obi fufuro. And that's obi kra or ye different from industry na woman no emu. When you mean yeah. Oh yes, and I just say more or less na opa jana say wo vary near wo no to something else.
Okay.
So you can only go there when you've gone through the process to get the sponsorship certificate to switch to that point.
And you can say me wo care company emu. Omo ama me 35 hours for instance. Na me ho care company B. Mama me 10 hours account. Same care. Care company C, I'm an extra 10 hours. Into menya 57, but for 3 different organizations. But care company A and the mama license no possible, sir.
And so let's work out the extra now one. Extra now one
20 hours.
20. Now I'm say you can work extra 20 provided it's within the same setup. Not the same employer, but the same sort of industry. Okay. And that's the same occupation within the occupation code. So the code ni a code wa be a care. It be a domiciliary care, it be a plumbing. Those are the codes. You say a code in a way nya. Let's say the same line of code will be to me ISI ejumano with your 20 now will pack hono. First one, the 35 in the year with the employer is over.
Okay.
20 now, the question is, how do I get my 20? And what now restriction or one? So you cannot give the 20 or get the 20 from anybody at all. It has to be within similar job.
Okay.
Similar employer.
Okay.
And now I say, within a similar employer, a occupational shortage now or NUB. Okay. But say yes, I will move it to a completely different job there. They have to start the process again.
Okay. All right. Abusia senior lawyer actually more and no memma and confuse you in any way. One more abaso no. I know Tilly is doing the classroom when the class prefect works so very well. The next one here, Mafa, good afternoon, watching from Red and Lily. Thank you very much. Welcome on board. Also, Henry Sapong. Henry, hello. Thank you very much. I was here with this. Let me go on to ask my question. Lawyer Ade Brayano, and I'll be right back with it. Get your text messages and your WhatsApp messages ready. Na yebeba sisia. Okay, you're saying back and Nanajimai Uwaha Mehu. Thank you very much, class prefect. God bless you. Sansuso and Nanahima Sapon Ewaha. Where Nanahima Sapon Bill Masai and kindly share. Yes, that's the message reiterated for me. God bless you. Please share. The class prefect himself is doing that. Free legal education and unti but what he say when he amount for ebeche. Sanso and Hilda Frimpong. Thank you for coming, namesake. God bless you. Nanaji, my present senior minister. God bless you all. Greetings. Ya pobi adakwa desheba na kwekume yedede mami oda esido avoid redoy. David Blake. Lily Soa na Tiliduma Adam Tuga Yakubu. I have seen you on there. Well, question me bisano and neno something that came up a few months ago. Now you say Emrebi Ebeba, the UK government or the Home Secretary can take your citizenship away from you without notice. It became a concern for all of us. I know people were pushing petitions, were going around, people were asking questions and the rest of it. Now there's a Nationality and Borders Act of 2022. One, what does it say? Is it the same thing as we had back in the day when we were told that your citizenship can be taken away from you without notice? And me war lawyer Charles Asma Ewaha Oberboying Ama Yediho and Komo. Lawyer, good afternoon. Let me ask the question we again said. Nationality Borders and Nationality Act of 2022.
That's the bebre. Nia senior ekano senior oboso no enche bia na the whole conversation was about yesi bibi ba. ade na eba obeda obesoro na say we citizen biem obetu kan obedu airport na say ya jeff nsem call back na akoye concern ama nkrofo bebre but at that point na say a bill a proposal into na a parliament be say house of lords. It has to then receive royal accent and san abaye emra tene ye mpa ebo nyina say senia etie no emu beye light yen mpo anka emma kra but a call ye no na akoba ne say saa emra no asesa maako mienu bi a ewo ada emra ebo nationality ne citizenship ho ban no enti saa emra we no ebe make reference to other emra ye use na dada efa immigration ho no waka say na we tie na sisi sai na ebeye enti the Nationality and Borders Act 2022 no is a law that seeks to make certain amendment to existing laws regarding asylum, regarding nationality, regarding citizenship in the UK.
So it means the totality of the law say what mrado bibria a guide nationality say obi a British citizen obi a war limited leave to remain nomini ade sani many nyina asesa kra totally and as a party bi keke and omo asesa
yo mako bi asesa and then nkomo no ebe fa bebi ana nkrofo suro bebre.
Okay.
Deprivation of citizenship. So wabe ya citizen na say aban ewotumi so obeji efi nsem nembom osese oye ABC.
Okay.
Na yakoba say ni aban sese oye no say aban eni say oye biem. So they can just get up and make decisions say you don't have it.
Yeah, nim NSS unya indefinite leave to remain and now say you become a British national. Now you my passport. This is credit. Your friend say navy blue or whatever. Kata akoko no say people knew it back in the day. No, ni intimi Jim free winsem. Was it true?
We be a citizen now. Why a citizen? However, now I'm running my kwan say it to me edge with. In kind of permission in a way because I remember one name or crowd to me the idea.
And then we were here, friend.
Yo, enti emrano abanwa ede science sano abano or a share senior boss Nationality and Borders Act 2022 no section 10 and the begina.
Okay.
On a kafa deprivation of citizenship right no. Now yanko back to the mother law no yeah British Nationality Act 1981 no. Section 40 no subsection 2 no Oma Secretary of State and as I bind to me say obi eye bribia and as a bribi ekoba say citizenship na nipa no wo no eni say ekura no a to me a aban wo no so obagie fi nsem ene ye friend deprivation.
Okay.
Na before aban ba ye sa no na ese say aban eye bribi na sisi ana ye kan no ene say nyoma ban na aban ewo tumi say obegina so na ode ade agisa ade no efi nsem edi kan o say echire could be however long. It doesn't matter 100 years later if you are still alive. Echire no ye behu say
Or it could be one day.
I wanted to use the extreme day because somebody will say oh Sunday I want them mami ache. That's why I'm stretching it to that point. So it doesn't matter how long. Echire say koba say ye de ama wende na echire ye hu say ye mistake na de ma wo a ye betumi age. Nyoma ben na ebe hu say ye mistake na de ma wo. E be de ma wo because u fraud yen. You got it through fraud. Fraudulent means. And now she say de ma wo because we use false representation.
And can would you been cut out of a year?
Obi kuma be say one can't no cry a woman no antrenya bra wo ba ba no because wo kan no cry no anka wa woni se nka wo yen fa yen den e ma wo. And now she say we conceal material fact. Material fact no e bi ni say Oba, I say progression e wa ade animu. Unam ufi baby through the progress route no now wo dey abeye citizen. So within that continuum and I say progress route no then na wo kan kire yen a eye yen da ye gi wutu mu a last minute no kra no ye dey ade we e ma wo. Obi betu bia obi nipa no buy from the beginning no kra no e bia o kan say o siki nipa no be siki asylum.
All right.
Information on the seeking asylum no eye humobro information. Santi omode ma no. Echi no mehu say nyama omugina so de ma no okata so.
Okay.
That's what we call concealment of material fact. Ebi a wo buy no wo see wo fi oman we mu because wo kan say wo fi oman fufuro mu a ye nji wundi. Tese say wo president wo package ni yie.
Okay.
And na bring so na obi a odin so as say reflect oman a ofi mu no a wo say bibi ekoso nti wuntumi e den entina ho no. And na bring so ya wo kwaje wo citizenship no. Afi na wo say dey medu Sanchez say me organize me ho na ne amede ko no eye ne ame pese me use forever.
Okay.
Na afi dey be a wasesa wodin kura say dey your friend me say. But all this while no wo say your friend wo saa. Afi dey your friend me say. Internet say wunnim say your friend wo say. Na ko kan say your friend wo saa. Then you concealed material fact.
Okay.
To reflect the representation no we for us to consider your application no. Into omu hu say nyoma nyina omo say ometumi na ometumi agi aiden if you win sem.
Okay.
Right. And na ekoba say no. Enkrofo bi omu a omo ye nyoma bi a ento asum. Into afi there and yet it's not even a man but na 40 subsection 5 no. Obaka cho say oh ye dia e say obo nimpa no
amane
o amane
ana obo no kokose
ye be ye say you
dey we na why ntimi ba be GF
enti say wo bibi kan
katre
that's the duty on the Secretary of State to do that, put the person on notice and give the person right of appeal.
Okay.
And hono na omaka say wo obi a bibi nti ye pese ye deprive no a ebeboa yen a yeti oman ni mu no what we call public good no, we don't have to give the person a warning because so the tio na odi ba na o man warning there o de besie na wa more. So we don't have to give then into Nationality and Borders Act you know e fa bi no esesa e ho no say nye bibia necessary woman inimpa no warning.
So no ene ba ya na amanfo esuro ho say ebetimi amba se bia a suspicion be keke. They suspect that you might be doing this or you might have done this.
You are right.
And until say can show na you be accused wrongly, you'll be punished wrongly. And that's caused apprehension within the community.
Na emrano ne yakoba said because we are dealing with a new law, I will be making direct reference to the law itself and possibly quote it verbatim so that konye bibia na esa paraphrase it.
Okay.
Into you share section 10 of the Nationality and Borders Act 2022 no or see notice of decision to deprive a person of citizenship. Notice of decision. Whose decision? The Secretary of State. To deprive who? Nipa no okura citizenship no. Edi cannot say when you know refer to the British Nationality Act 1981 no Emma Secretary of State to me under section 40 no. Now oko the second part now or say in section 40 of the British Nationality Act no or my Secretary of State to me say onjin crofo enkrata and that's our citizenship in so who say bribinti ebe hia or mine no say san crofo no ye be yi won efimu a but subsection 5 no my assistant no abeye no 5A because 5 no say give the person notice. So say 5A no say you don't have to give the person notice provided the following conditions are met.
Okay, yeah, conditions because
Inti,
me make a crap because I thought along the line people were protesting and the rest of it. And I buy, and such I am. But
well, it's a crowd in a way because
it's
a fair balance.
Okay.
You come and say, all right, I buy so as a so even though they can do something.
Maybe shall say I luta.
Inti you share senior ministry mono subsection 5 capital A noa or say subsection 5 na aban wo tumi so obeje ade na film but owo asundie so oma warning no obetumi abese oma warning no provided say obetumi akase wei nti
Okay.
edi kan no as I say aban etremu say is for national security.
Okay.
Or G adie fi unsem because it is for national security. Tina just say so be a terrorist. Now it's obvious say nipa na a terrorist. Because before that no my investigation will say attracking no. And that's all ye bibia say on man terribly. Then in the interest of national security no. I bind it to me agin efini nsem a on man warning.
Yes, I depend na be a by then cry a channel.
Na okay yeah because you for one day and suspect you to be a tracking when we say no this is our conclusion.
Okay.
To say national security oba second part now or say the investigation or prosecution of organized or serious crime in the interest of investigating prosecuting people involved in organized crime. Because organized crime, we are talking about child trafficking. We're talking about organized prostitution. Organized money laundering, high scale. Sa inyoma kasia na ebo mine. So kwa beso mu investigate you because of that. And that's mu prosecute you because of that. They are your citizenship if you same so that you become an ordinary person, a foreigner, then we deal with you on that grounds.
Okay. Not just say no me can say what the money be sadia obviously who are buying some NNT you bet me ag every or even some time cry bet me ag every some. I never come person me be sad say in the interest of public good. Say Home Office and our Home Secretary eka say meji asumesi British citizenship a free in Samoa. On country ni pakro. But the larger community now a year in our interest, do we have to know?
Right. The point is your friend head note tonight what sa point ways no. I say the Secretary of State reasonably considers it necessary. Reasonably considered is necessary. That means that consideration is necessary. It's not necessary for the Secretary of State herself. Necessary for the public good.
Okay.
Into one year fight no, it might not be necessary to be told say because of this but you call the Schedule 2 noa ewo mrani mu no a obeka say the Secretary of State has certain duty to perform before they do this.
No, the main person me who say you be announcement on TV so in the newspapers in the media say assume see because of the public good inti.
There's no duty to do that.
Okay.
And it's going to create unnecessary cost anyway. Because it was a standing power we will deal with it part there. We have to even do it in a way not to create apprehension in the community. Imagine you announce say for originally from here, Suben or born mine and ye bibia yeba sorrow cry na wasai or mining na. Even though you are informing them, you're also creating apprehension. You might as well deal with it.
Okay.
And yet necessary say a buy announcement say. But a buy has a duty to perform under Schedule 2 of this particular law. No?
Okay. And say sa ade no ewie. Na ya obi nkata freedom some you deprive one of citizenship. Is it forever? And now say or what the right to either reapply for certain reasons or make an appeal?
Yo, now a woman no, and it's the duty again is on the Secretary of State to perform certain things. So now it's not easy to deprive somebody of their right because it's a right, whether acquired or born with it, it's a right. But point in it say the majority of the people are, at what point in time do we draw the line to have a fair balance? Into your core schedule 2 noir of this particular law noir, what to be bidding 4A, schedule 4A, says the Secretary of State, so who say or ye be under 5A noir, which is of deprived will be without the notice because of reasonable necessity noir. As I said, Odi kind or make application. So it says if the Secretary of State proposes to make a conducive grounds deprivation order. So those grounds na yabubu asumiansano, national security, investigation, prosecution of organized crime, and also in the interest and to ensure that the relationship between the United Kingdom and other countries, cordiality, is maintained, what we call international relations. If it is in the interest of international relations, they will deprive you under 5A without notice. But or say, if the Secretary of State sees it necessary to do that, they have to make an application. But the word here is may. First, they may make application to ask for permission to do that. But the permission will go to what we call Special Investigation Appeals Commission. The Special Investigation Appeals Commission is a buying agency.
Okay.
So more or less, you have to seek permission from them to tell them that this is what I want to do. But the first part or see may into a more power on may. Let's call it say some more time to deal with the issue there. They will have to seek permission first.
Okay.
But it be now need time, especially if it is in the interest of national security. Say a jar there no need dealing with the situation to avoid mayhem, havoc to the masses there. They will act. But again, the law is that when you act without first seeking permission, you have to go back and ask for permission, so that they will investigate the body, the appeals body will investigate to see say reasonable suspicion now indeed a reasonable say is in the interest of the public.
Okay. Now, public interest, who defines it?
That's a good point. But public interest, we say, is anything that is good for everybody or the majority of the populace. What is good for everybody? That we can sleep and wake up knowing that we are safe.
Yeah.
That we can go to our workplaces and return without danger or harm. And you say, oh, call a Juma. No one say last year, and I say a few years ago, Obiako Bombo underground trainer, saying, you hate underground train forever.
Okay.
Because you don't know next. And therefore, it is the duty of the government to ensure that we are protected. That's why when they pick any intel, they have to act on it. So you can see, say, you bibia, or maybe suspect, no be a trade. The share says, you bobo idea you see, when we say, so be OD with idea. Send you okay, say, you're dealing with the matter. So bet you children to deal with the matter there. Then it's also good to say, right now, because you are not a British anyway. By virtue of the law and by virtue of acquisition, you have become.
There's an interesting extension that could come with this one. Atamenu, yachi atamenu. Neireni yasantua. Nema miensa. Kwesi kwate nye edile.
Kwesi kwate bakono.
Bakono. Nye di eyine dilo. Ananse ya mensa. Neire ne nema mienu no. Omo ebe ya affected. Ni aje atamensa inkrata free. Is it going to affect the family in any way?
Well, I mean, once we are all interlinked as family members, one thing or the other affects the entire family. But which is best for the family? Say, nimpa ya or your family member ya ne suban emwa the family and the community no yenjano and I say yen dealing with. But what the question I say? So even though it will affect the family, no, we are looking at the wider interest. Because so be or yes, I no cry no, a bank cry and my cry say on in the family back to now. So when you say,
Yeah.
Obi or engaging in those three in your yabu bossy. And we are not talking of they are not trivial, but we are not talking about things you need to say, okay, you'll be prosecuted, you'll be dealt with, then under the deportation rules or laws, you'll be dealt with. But when you say you're dual citizenship, if you will say, we are taking you back to your original root, then it should be something so serious. Affected will be
Affect will be you persecute you, na bia you do watum. You are incarcerated for a number of years. You are go back to your root. Into me fan so free or mindful for so near the no deported to that country. But still, our family ties. Then
we are dealing with a different conversation.
Can't the person appeal to say that you can't remove me from my family?
Well,
even though you have every right to take my citizenship away
the
from
conversation in context is deprivation of citizenship. Then when we get to removal of the person from the jurisdiction, we deal with that. Nti ya ne wa ya ju ade na fi nsem ne ya ne we deal with na ekoba say ukra no yentumi ne wontina biemu dia. Then you can raise a point under deportation rules. Okay. Then you raise human rights argument. Say, it will bring harsh consequence to my family here and there. Then you say whatever you want to say. By that incommodie no, say yenji, and I say my yenji.
Say a G. Na say who links. I still would want to look because family is everything that we all cherish. Yeah, G na because of your family ties, no. Be a name set, Bonnie way I would it could be so no way soon. O mabe nim hobi. Inti se wo ya chew na se ya je wo citizenship refuge nsema. A bit me affected with family na.
To an extent, I disagree. So be by bonia, especially terrorist activity on the family no be discuss it. Na family no be man permission, so go ahead. Na ye punish na ye punish family no.
Okay.
But what is that point in I say? And therefore, some way, some bonia can say they will do it without the family consent.
Okay.
Anything I do, my family and shocked. Okay, I or call Syria. The family was shocked. Said, "Hey, we didn't even know, say this and that." In the BBC say no, the Secretary of State now has powers under Section 45A. To deprive this person of their citizenship. However, they have to seek permission from the Special Appeals Commission. Said, this is what we want to do, and these are the reasons why we think it is necessary for the community or the public good. And they say, then they will also weigh it up, call it court. In this case, appeal, they have to go and seek permission. Then later, they are doing it for you beforehand.
Okay.
It is our duty no say omo ama right to appeal. Ube spend this no. They have to then spend money to do that. So they have to go ask permission, say, we are going to do this, and these are our reasons. What do you say? Then the body will look at it based on judicial review principles. You see, say, how will it affect all other links and impano? Then they will make a decision. So Moon concluded, say, Secretary of State is wrong there. They cannot proceed.
Okay.
So, but some more agree, say, Secretary of State, are right there. Then they will agree with the Secretary of State and to deprive the person of. So we can say, to do that in Ukraine, a 50-50 for the Secretary of State to deprive people of that citizenship. No.
Yeah, Abusia sir, Afi and we're joining. We're live on BWTV, we're live on BW Radio. And this program is brought to you by BWF Solicitors, the community and the law. And the question we are asking, and it's a quite bank so, and you bet me aji me nationality and me citizenship a freedmen's without notice. The Nationality and Borders Act of 2022. What does it say? And that's what lawyer Charles Asma from BWF Solicitors or Chichi Mua or questions, or concerns or issues I'll be pitimi webpesa will be pija a day abba. Wait me eja such comments and questions on a comments page our Facebook BWF Solicitors and I'll say BWTV and I say YouTube and so BWF Solicitors and now say BWTV or call LinkedIn BWF Solicitors link no ewa obetimi ade atoho na afi what the question no concern no ade aba Eric Sante, good evening everyone. You say Sadija Emmanuel, thank you for joining us. Efia Sewa, thank you for joining us. Henry Sapon, you're asking people to share, so very appropriate. So and made Anita Poku Ase Edmund Yabua, also thank you so very much. Your number is as you find on the screen. The text and WhatsApp messages waiting to send a voice note near dear 07950422780 07950422780 and also say Obefre 07399208468 07399208468. Questions can range from everything to everywhere. And you know, wait media, but so far topic I discussing with me at the about sense to say far any other thing like my brother has sent in now and me baby pija at the ama lawyer asthma na fi we no at the ama but answer no you say the onyam inhwehwamade no on paper nsakwa we riding at the back of BWF Solicitors na yepese yede won asida amount BWF Solicitors enya 30 years our community no mu na the worker and say yameya duma Sunday the 23rd of October 2022 at 10 a.m. we going to the Word of Faith Mission our St. Anthony's College mu Beulah Hill our London South East London SE19 3HL. Let's go and say thank you to God for 30 years of grace. Shannon Sosa and Mami. But that's Anano. We'll be right back and lawyer will be taking your questions, your concerns, and your comments.
Yeah, fair ma ye London. Ya jiabasobodie bebre. Ne ya redare ewo mransemu. Eye legal services. BTC family law, matrimonial law, immigration, dispute resolution, Ghanaian customary, any family law. What BWF yen solicitors edi enijie ene twitwaje wo na yebo nso nya den kra. Yen partner penin pa Bernardo Wusu aye lawyer ewo UK memu bebru mfie duonu nkron 29 years. BWF solicitors kra won ho. Inti se ba na ebusuansem bi te se child care eye abofrahwe mu awarja ye ho twema mentwe ene ohye ana injunction ye de to domestic violence so a yemma legal assistance ya edimu na ye adwumanso yen child care any family team no nimni awo famu eweni ya wo bremu enu ntine yeto yembo asema wafutu a esefata ewo kokoa mu yen senior partner ayobia Law Society Family Law Accreditation Panel agina tumu na osanso ye member na kyerese eba no se ye gina wachi etwitwaje ewo family any matrimonial cases ho a unni haw kra wo pe advice ewo immigration sensem ho wo BWF Solicitors de ye immigration team no abredare ewo general immigration ho nsemsem kosi complex immigration work permit student visa ho totoye any entry clearance visas family visas ni appeals. Yen senior partner a member na wasagina tum ewo Law Society Immigration Accreditation Panel. Inti se taiwachi a wunni haw kra. Ye bie an office free juada ekosi fiada anopa non krompe mu ekosi enumre nunsia eye 9:30 a.m. kosi 6 p.m. ɛna memeneda nso ɛyɛ appointment nko a free anɔpa nondu ekosi ewia no 9 ɛyɛ 10 a.m. kosi 4 p.m. Yɛwɔ 4th floor ɛwɔ Anna House 214-218 Tottenham High Road, London N15 4NP. Sɛ wo nante free 7 Sisters Underground nso a ɛyɛ kwan tiaa bi. Yɛn senior partner Bernard Owusu san yɛ barrister ya gyina tumu na ɔyɛ Ghana Bar Association member ɛna wasan gyina sɛ mmaranimfoɔ ɛwɔ court cases a ɛfa Ghana law ho. Wa advise local authorities, official solicitors office ne solicitors bebree ɛfa Ghanaian law ho yie. Na ɔsan yɛ obi a ɔtae kasa ɛwɔ radio ɛne TV so fa Ghanaian law ho.
BWF Solicitors any akoto wonkra na yasan abano nti hyɛ so amame sa na afi mehu sɛ dodoɔ na aba so, but a few of them are not sharing. Me babe bubodi. But whatever it is, thank you very much for being here. And we're moving on, soldiering on for God, country, and the community. BWF Solicitors, 30 years. And now, where you na okwe nimu pa so say obekoso ade asum yen bebre. Mami Margaret Du Mensa, thank you very much, Auntie Maggie. God bless you. Thank you for sharing and also inviting people to share as well. Yewo Eben or say thanking Tilly for sharing. Eben, thank you also for sharing as well. Emilia Odru, are you there? Your name has been mentioned. Dr. Tina Rice Sachs, Dr. Tina, okay, thank you. Dr. Tina, on your Facebook thing, I can't see your face, but I suspect it's somebody I really know. William Adolfo, hello everyone. Anyway, time I saw say you call segment you far text messages, WhatsApp messages, voice notes, and the rest of it. Yawa bako ewa ha me pese me peja na yede aka yen komono ho sisia. Ye oka ene se wayira ne biometric card na obesi den enya foforo or say I've lost my biometric card. How do I get a new lawyer?
All right, if you have lost your card, make a card replacement application. It's an online application. You will get a replacement to the lost one. If it's lost, please make sure you have reported to the police because they will ask you whether you have reported. So just go to the nearest police station, tell them you've lost it, let them log it, give you the incident reference number or report number, use it as your evidence that you've reported.
Okay. Obin so it is a question we very interesting. Or say my name is Hamid. My dad wants me to join him in the UK. I want to know how to go about it.
Right, so our brother Hamid could be anybody, and therefore I'm going to place Hamid in 3 different categories. Category 1, Hamid is a EU, is a child of a EU national.
Okay.
If Hamid, your father is a EU national, your father can make an application under Appendix EU. And if your age is under 21, your father does not necessarily have to prove that he takes care of you. Obviously, he takes care of you being a child, but he can still show that he takes care of you, then make the application, what we call dependency. If you are over 21 years, automatically your father must prove that, that you are dependent on him in terms of the remittance and everything else. Then you make the application under Appendix EU. If your father is a British national and you are not 18 years, your father will make an application for you to join him in the UK under paragraph 297 of the Appendix FM to the immigration rules, which says that a father who is settled in the UK or British citizen or even has 2.5 can apply to bring a child, provided the child is a child who is under 18 years old. However, your father must also show that he is solely responsible for you because your mother is there. And 2, if you don't join your father in the UK, there are some compelling and serious family circumstances that will make your exclusion from the UK undesirable. Simply put, if you don't join your father, something terrible may affect your life wherever you are. But these are hurdles to be crossed. Now, if you are over 18 years or 18 above, then and your father is not a EU national, then unfortunately your father cannot let you join him in the UK as a child. You have to then use other means, i.e. coming as a student or coming as a skilled worker, which is now open to everybody, provided you meet the conditions. And of course, I don't know your age, but if your wife is in the UK, then your wife can also make an application to bring you to join her in the UK, depending on her own status.
Okay. Lawyer, we another one on the board, or say, if you don't remember me, I'll sack you from my class. Oh my God. But don't sack me. Don't sack me. There's this story about this policeman in a country, I wouldn't say it, and he was soliciting for support. Let me put it support. For something from the public. And said the boss and Drew, no, he wasn't in uniform. And the boss was trying to be difficult. And you know, some of these policemen would try also to prove that if you are difficult, I'm also tough. So the argument went on back and forth, until eventually, then the boss not mentioned his name. Because he said, is that what you do on the road? So, oh my days. Boss, I sack myself. So, Dr. Saki, please don't sack me. If anything, I'll sack myself. Anyway, share another text message here and see what we can do about it for the person. Can one use Ghana card to make application instead of a passport?
To make an application where?
That's a good question, but
right. So let's
say UK.
Right. So let's say you are in the UK, you want to apply to renew your visa or switch or do whatever. You apply. You see, Ghana card is only good in Ghana.
Okay.
Ghana card. So good when you are going to Ghana. If you don't have your passport, you can carry your Ghana card with you. Then yes, you are going home. You don't have to show anything. When you are coming to the UK, for example, you need a visa, don't you?
Yeah.
Either it's in your passport or it's the card that you have. So then the Ghana card may not necessarily be useful, depending on what we are doing. In your case, if you have a Ghana card, we need passport or an application. Even though we your application, because do you have a card of that country, you indicate all that.
A national
yes.
card.
But there's also what we call passport to add to your application. And it's a passport, you just have to tell them, say, it's expired. They will ask you to put the expiry details. Then you tell them, say, you are actually taking steps to renew. So that while you renew one renew one, form, appointment. Just add the appointment form to your document, what you call home office, to show, say, passport back new one, you have renewed it. This is the evidence of some application by Maya. That's it. They won't say because you don't have your passport here, they won't process the application. But replacing Ghana card in the UK with Ghana passport is not within the rules.
Okay. Now I think I'm getting to know who the Dr. Saki is. So we register with NMC UK and approve for me to write the CBT in Ghana. After, can I apply for a visa to come and write the practical exams in the UK? If it's possible, can I get a sponsor to start work?
I mean, these are professionally technical area. Let's say, so in this case, the person is in healthcare, let's say nurse or doctor.
Okay.
Or call Ghana, then so coming back, Obviously, when you are coming back, you need a visa to enter the UK. If the one you traveled out with has expired. And if you are intending to come back, having passed to come and work in the UK, in the healthcare sector, then you must have the work permit. You need a sponsor then. You can be in Ghana and get a sponsor arrangement. They will issue you the certificate of sponsorship, you make your application. Or you can get it, take it away, and once you sort yourself out, you apply with it and come. In this case, you are coming to work for this employer, not based on what you had before you traveled.
Okay. 07399208468. 07399208468. You will be our line also. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, Kwaku.
Good afternoon, boss. What you say?
Afternoon, Asma for the time.
Pacho Yamiadum, now swear.
Good. Boko. If I told me where they need some madam.
Your voice no I sounded familiar, but we face no ember screen so. We name no ember screen so.
Okay. All right, okay. Maybe some madam would be.
Oh, this is Pacho, we didn't know.
Me did the Kwaku.
Aha. Kwekunie, good.
Okay.
Okay.
If I go here home.
Kwaso.
Yeah, quick,
Madam to be no have before 2020. Now, or you a citizen of a so-called family of for are possible?
I feel no person of an hour for say.
Yes, I feel no person of family of for me. No, 29 years and
extended family for Nechum.
Yes, extended family and
let me see you extended family no a new hobby.
A new hobby, okay.
And I can what we call direct family members, no parents, children, grandparents, for no husband, wives.
Okay. Yo, I mean
grandchildren, I meant grandchildren.
Yo, I never.
Yo, yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. Also, bet me afre 07399208468. And also, send a text and a WhatsApp at the Abrayang was 07950422780. I mean, call na pick this text on our conversation. Okay, I think there's one we did. There's another one here quickly. Yemfa eno emra. Or do I have to go back to Ghana to obtain a visa? I think a lawyer will answer question no ade emma nipakro ade my hi everyone, love thy neighbor as thyself. That's a good name. 07399208468. Another one here. Abna Tivo. Good evening to Uncle Kweku and Brother Charles Abna. Thank you very much. God bless you for the support you give us. Sandra Fraser. Sandra, good evening as well. Sansuso and Sandra, yes, you've done the bit that you do best. Please contact our specialist immigration solicitors for further assistance. Lawyer Richard's number is there. Lawyer Eunice, Lawyer Patrick, Lawyer Charles. The office number is 0208-493-7340. NASE emergency number 077-127-6184. Thank you, Sandra, for doing this for us. For Francis, so ebetimi adedeaba. I'm in Ghana now. Okay. I think I said the same question.
Yeah. So if she's in Ghana now, I'm sure she intends to, because Obi and Kotrosa practical exams now. The end of the day, so person here Juma UK and potential and why arrangement for certificate of sponsorship, no.
Okay.
Until obey to me, so we issue manual obey to me at the IA application if Ghana and our bar. Yes, as well. This no they call and say who we are. Obey to me I return with it. Now oba wa pay depend on visa no whether she can switch with it. Obviously say yeah visit visa won't me and switch it. But any other way, no, bet you so now or bar the same way or bet me any sponsorship no be now or they are switch it. Now why yet Nejuma?
Okay. Let's see if we can pick this one up. A bit of a long one, but you can see a bit to me up here. I'll say I applied for a married partner visa because I live with my British partner and child. However, I recently received an email from UKVI to submit documents to prove my address and documents to prove that I have contact with our child, of which I already sent them when I first applied. I would like to know from lawyer what might be the reason. The reason the bit me almost say information that he thinks he provided.
Sometimes there are instances. Sometimes you upload the documents, but it could be about this Ndra. You upload the documents. Officer no ye hu adwuma no. Ese ye hu so officers no so mo ye nimpa.
Okay.
Officer no ye adwuma no wa fa ade no. Instead so be kwa akɔhwɛ ade no mu system no mu no wa akɔ peke documents na ya upload no. Ofre ebi say ebetumi asend ya manana. Ofre ebi say can you upload again? Then the question is we have the evidence you upload it. So why can't you see? But when we hear ade no. Into say Fabra na sa wo just send again. Simple. But what does it?
Do me a hard dream.
A hard dream, but when we hear idea, no.
You just have to come
Yeah,
back.
you just have to.
Okay.
The only reason maybe someone sang even though was send the call. So just send it to them again. Why?
Okay. Right, 0739926 208468 208468. Now Ian who is on here. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, boss. What is saying?
Boko here.
My name is Kakrama me, and I'm saying you sound quite far away. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's a bit far away though, but we'll manage. Yeah, can we hear you now?
Yeah.
Okay, please go ahead.
You are offering the new war and British passport. You basically I've got you on me.
Oh, if I see you know, or more here.
Omo Ghana.
Omo Ghana. Okay. So your question is, Opesa Okofa Ofa Sefomi Enu Eba, and you are a British national, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
Yo, Emrano at this stage, I'm now quite say easily. Ukako found one fast for Abba, so we are British citizen. When Madia, that's a Mundi 18 year will be to me. Into one fast for no, I just will find other means legally only to me there Abba. Into our advice say, obey to me, I consider skilled worker programming a baby. Now or the aquafa no one fast for Abba, and that's an one fast for no. I degree na some my masters na so betumi as sponsor
on fees. Omoya
day.
Omo 10 years and 12 years.
8 years and 12 years.
Okay. All right. So definitely they can't come as students and they cannot come to work under the skilled worker route. And there's nothing you can do.
Because omuya offers. Omuya direct.
Omuya only a British child. Papa a British citizen, a British national. So in Kwalawi would have come under 297. Unless so honestly we're adopting Kwalai or adoption certificate from court.
Okay.
Pacha Wutie.
Yeah.
So we're adopting
Kwalai. So we call office for Ghana now. They basically adopting me.
But you say.
But more office to Ghana.
More office.
Yeah.
Yes, your office for Ghana, yes.
Hello, only
what I would advise you to do. I'm so line no is very it's not too clear. What we'll do is, you know the office number 0208
Yeah.
493.
Finishing with 16.
Into what voice on papa?
Pacho, when the office number na friend why? Friend yami aduma Monday. From office na bra na when you makasa. Because what you know, ben here so adopting kwala no answer wait me your application. Why?
Okay then. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right. Thank you as well. Ian call for first, so 0739920846. Hello? Oh, okay, sorry. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, Brackwood.
Good afternoon, boss. That is a...
Yanko Pad Mamozo.
Yamia Dumia, who but your lawyer had TNT. Why?
Okay, lawyer, we have a quick question. You know, maybe family member here for EU member national. And now, Wakaware, Nigeria, Ghana. Unfortunately, almost refused the application with the date is there. Almost signature for one passport to me different from the signature on the marriage certificate. In this situation, what can they do?
They can appeal to court. Some person will appeal here.
Hello?
I'm refusing on the bank.
Quite recently, about 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Sunday upon home. I'm on 28 days to appeal. So we need.
Maybe they were not aware.
So
yeah.
the time is gone. If there are good reasons why we're listening to the reasons, then we can put in a request to court with the appeal. Because they have to appeal.
Right.
That's the time on appeal anyway. Time on appeal. So you must have good reason. Now court I stand it time on amamo. But it's a good reason you what they are about. But just come. You might have good reason. Why?
Okay. All right. I'll let them know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
that's say 0739920848. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening, boss. It is a.
Good
Yes.
and good evening, Mr. Charles.
Hey, and
Good evening. Hey, director.
Go Antibabu.
me no photo no pa aja me dey fans.
Hey, so because I don't the Baptist, I don't the Baptist.
Obi bisa am say na musician be ni am say share. My own Antobam.
Well, but then quick question you.
Me ba cho lawyer wa.
Lawyer Mpacho, when you become a man out now, and the Odie na the shark and I call say, who hear the movement. I think of a union. It's no cabin me. I'm on your man, or the union.
I'm sorry, reunion.
Family reunion, yeah.
So nipa we seeking asylum here the man of Chrome ha yes na wo kan.
No ba cho an the man ya.
Into person your family reunion say okọ
person an yere ne mma. Obeso okọ na yere ne mma.
Na yere ne ma na mo wan. Na yere ne ma na mo wan. Na
omo yo Chrome Ghana.
Na o man be me na ofimu a o de be di eduro no.
Our the Ghana the end yes. That time na
Okay, don't go far. You're Ghana, that's fine. I'm trying to work out because the new punish for my food from now. I feel now what can I say? Family were another country, and then how do you bring them? I wanted to establish that.
Okay.
But in the same country, and okay, well, nipa is say I don't know what.
Okra Obama na 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah, under asylum.
Sa ARC ade ni bi, card ni bi.
Oh, the line akate. I'm saying fair. Why? I don't remember. I think we had your call dropped. Sorry about that. 0739920846. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get him back. Be the voice note abraying. Let's see if we can quickly put that one on again whilst we wait for our brother Antubam to come in. Can we use Bia? Okay, I'm hoping that's him here. Hello?
Because they have to appeal.
Hello?
Yeah, big boss. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Na?
Pacha Michia.
Oh, my tea.
Professor.
I know the machino. And then they went to have a voice under Jim Machino.
At the same.
Mate. My question. Last month, Pacha, my Michia Keswe.
Oh, Michelle be brave. We be able to there.
Adomonko. Kame baso, but Vivian me wono, Mammy Hokwan, sir.
Next week also better now kunya kese. Next week also better now kunya kese no so.
Sawo. Never share new nyambe.
But any lawyer ni go.
But my question no okay, but I'm saying to me and running na nipa no oye nurse ewo Ghana. Ena onim say opese oba ha be ye nurse adwuma. But onim say ye the embargo aso nursing we no ewo Ghana for. But then wetumi aya sisi a wa register with NMC ewo Ghana. Ena all train say o may approve we no. Into two things. Either say you register with Ghana NMC and I say UK NMC. Into the obisa say NMC ni approve ni DNA. Na omoma ni ho kwan say ontro CBT no. A computer based test na. Say otro ria. Obetumi adi visa na odi aba UK ha. Aba be ye na practical test.
All right.
Na sobenya service na fine ben so no so far.
Right. So until mampo as skilled worker at this stage. So now also.
Oh, sorry.
Now so as skilled worker at this stage, meboa oba betro ne exams meboa.
Yes, obetro exams ni keke because
yes, oba betro exams ni keke. Enti akwa to say obi a oba be something like visiting lecturer or somebody who has completed a course and coming to graduate. So specifics, you know. They will come in as visit, do whatever they have to do, and return. Pachawajas here.
Okay.
It might even be better say you all these COS, obey COS, non cordiaba. Because COS, you don't need to write that exams, no. Say care. Ube now, ube shemu say we are okay no. You can do anything else as a way to be able to regularize into the nursing. Then you do the CBT, you do the OSCE, then you do all those ones. So I think that would be better. Senko obenya sponsor. Now the abamum. Into Obana or new omu ye juma. Now we integrate it quickly. Now we're moving on to nursing role.
We need advice, but Ubeka say we CP say, wahishe carers sponsor na unya intino onu the officer still or try say nka obetumi enya na we apply for visitors visa aba betro ogino.
Right, so visitor visa there where your application.
Okay, advice.
Nobody will advise you against applying for visitor visa because are you open? Pachawajas here. This person has two options.
Yes.
Or no cry, or two options. John also weigh the options up. Say which one will be better for me under my circumstance. Should I go with visitor's visa and go back to Ghana? Because I cannot switch from visitor's visa to COS. So do I wait in Ghana and rather do the job properly and get a COS and come with COS as a skilled worker? And whilst here, I do what I would have been doing if I came as a visitor. But what is here? So you're Mia.
Make the question one after the other because I've explained a whole lot. But sometimes, in Chrome for no more casa, almost as a lawyer na casa de final, but so
well, this one has less to do with the law. This one has less to do with the law. This is Mia. And now, may I find myself in two options here? And come with the option one, me boka, but me ba, me yani as I said, me yani so that I don't have to go back and come back again. Because who control exams now, you have to use the exam to work. So why will you come as a visitor and go back to your country and apply to come back? Mpacho, why?
Mate, in this case, in this case, center or person or person what she's doing or for the visa, must she have a letter from the TSN can be the exams, school now more exams, and some of the apply this visa na and also no can submit me affiliate form there or bad exams into Yemen visa.
Right. Just like somebody who is coming for a program in the UK. You need evidence about program. And you about the exams. Yamano letter, HSL about exams. And you often kind of document, because that's the primary evidence.
Okay.
Then also prove to say, we exams no or back. Because there is a returnability test to meet.
Sir, you, Laura, that's to be brave.
And that's it.
You see, that's in show. You waiting come
Maxi.
Okay. Now, a co-host of this program. Yanko, the next one. So it's text on the screen. God richly bless you for a great community service. I remain absolutely proud of you all. Thomas Ojo, Adia, and next one here. I say. Greetings to all BWF Solicitors staff and members on the platform. Mamifwa, thank you very much. Yeah, well, Margaret Men's studio number is 07399208468. 07399208468. Thank you, Auntie Maggie. The next one is one from Francisca Bafo Bonnie. Dear sir, can someone go for his biometric card at the post office?
Senipa no fi Ghana ba, and I say outside a ba. Normally no, another appendix FM no, o ba, ube do I say okwaji card e post office. Depending, say, o your application, what can say, boko akwaji no post office.
Okay.
And so what can some akwaji no post office even crano, it will be clearer which post office no boko akwaji no. In this asana there, yes. Boko akwaji card no, post office.
Okay. The next one here. Okay. Yanko, next one we so kwajotu for. Where is Manyeti? She just finished speaking. And kwajotu for wabako. So Kwaku, you have excluded Manyeti. Kwajotu for. But I'm in Kasisia. I was even asking her to sit in the big seat next week. Why? Thank you. Another one, essay, Nanaya Chumwa Amwa. Hi, I'm watching from Ghana. And yeah, thank you very much. Lawyer, your voice notes back. Let me go onto the system and pick it up.
Hello, good evening. I'm saying I'm program now more than be a cost kama. Radio me basso and Maria and your bonnet from Freddy Kofi Poku. Now, as a danam dema lawyer. Charge asthma. She Yamena no show ama Yemen Krata Mammy. Ama it mean Edin Kunim. ade ba ko me friend say okon official the way obishi no abom paye aye bibia kase nyame beye ampa nso no nyame nso beye den ebeye na bibia beye wadi nkunim kura no san akon official ofro na akon official wasan no de mpaibo asan hyase asan de awie nti lawyer nyame nhwa no adwuma pa wo ye nyame nhwa pa ne bye bye. Good evening, boss. Say you mean that I'm here. Charles, I hope you mean that I'm here. I'm patron, but you busa more question can say ukra 2.5 remain na patron bit me I'm will be invitation our Ghana many panel about visit to Hana. Patron, my question can cram me busa money. Telling your men come home, tell them that was bye bye.
Yes. But you will be invitation. But as I said, nipa no prove so bar obeko. And I also ask you this we make sure say nipa no bar obeko. And yes sir, e be do bribi no na akwata go say we invite nkofo a na mo abeka mu. Na won so ho aye den akwachiro. But once you are legal in the UK, somebody can visit you.
Okay. Voice will not buy it. I hope so. Okay. Yeah, well, another one. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Hello, good afternoon. Good evening, boss.
Yes, boss.
Yeah, when you be Ghana, I was on my connecting with WhatsApp until Mr. Jana Maonena Kasa.
We senior agency, pal. Okay. But Nipa free Ghana, I'm saying.
Hello. Your friend Yvonne. Hello.
Yes, Auntie Yvonne, that's saying.
Hello, Pacho, your friend Yvonne. Pacho, you're going to now swear.
Yamia to me a here, pa.
Then you're going to say.
Okay, Auntie
Yvonne. I'm a friend, why you boko? Many boko, sir.
Yeah, too.
Me. Oshumase na ye jalo oye paper mame e ka tell me say obema me stock no media wo mu 3 it's don't no be question am eti amama dwene ko course ni paper na obema ministry ye later me say paper ne so no ene me fa paper no First, my troop a straw back, a sear back. 2017, time was spent with a woman, the name of your mammy. One man of offered so a quackoma, without my consent. At the same time, so one son in Kualano or Sherwood. It is a same patrol.
Yvonne, online no, a bit patchy. My main throwback, why? Yeah, throwbacks is here. Okay. Yvonne line no, a very patchy. You know what kind of not yen tip papa. I mean, try say, you have a friend back in Ghana. But in the meantime, it'll be a so. Hello. Yvonne, Pacho, hold on, your bus is here. But wow, back line, so your number ends in 651. Hold on, Kakrebi, Imami, Namini, Yvonne in Dinko Moses here. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, Yvonne.
Hello.
Yvonne, who wireless and that radio TV behind your domino? Na in kasa phone.
I'm in a car going home.
Oh, okay. And yeah, win him. Lawyer, I think we'll get Yvonne to call later on. Now, yeah, take your advice. Yvonne, lawyer, Befro, why?
Okay.
All right. But that's CP. Sorry about that. I saw Tikamu, Ghana, and noise. Why we are going to be a country driver and so on radio. No, ask I have some for. But you
even the thing might be confidential.
Confidential, she can't do it
public,
in public
so
space.
It's even better say it.
Yeah, the referee. Okay, Yvonne, yeah, to assess her. Thank you very much. Well, we'll introduce Yvonne, so thank you for that. Young call 651. Hello.
Hello. Pacho, good evening.
Good evening. Let's say.
Pacho, nyamiadom na monsoe.
Nyamiadom ya hoye pa. Lawyer wa hanti iti why?
Pacho you. Me pacho me question no me bisama me cousin be. Me pacho about child contact. Na initially no onwan kasa representing ne ho. And later no omo advise say on for lawyer. But lawyer na okofa no. Wa onu mom kra asay nyama bebre. Enti no me bisa osimi bisa say in this case na judge na I make some orders bi no. Obetimi a change in the lawyer na. Ha case next one so change it in the lawyer na.
Also.
Yo,
about family cases or any other case for that matter, no, you have the right to change representation, and that's our lawyers. The question is, at that point now, we do know in the proceedings, is it necessary to change the lawyer? Me pacho boy do he or mama order no we and asa mo besan akoko tibiem.
Me pacho omo besan akoko tibiem.
Nti interim arrangement na ewo ho ana.
According to no the one is say omo air child contact no or say omo threaten is say one pnea omo bema no your friend is say bema no guardian and she was forced to agree, but then papa no threat to abofran to an extent say what cause the issue crime medically now abofran will report to doctors or no more. But me na no so no the witness statement no judge in person obeshe kra enti ma ne play so say okay and your best play Emma child contact no but or dream say abofran ni secured what obema ne same and why we yeah.
All right. I think because case you know any case now we report on behalf of friend you will not be able to answer all the key questions I'm asking. And the cultural what I'm going to say.
Okay. Mr.
Yes. Then we'll have to understand the context of this case and whether it will be necessary at this stage for her to change representation.
Okay.
Why?
Okay. Yes, yeah, that's 07399208 Hello. Well, line 90 million. But wait me assign free viewer. Very soon we shall be doing a quiz na senior and also ACT to test our knowledge on the issues. Hello.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the lawyer class.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, we can patrol me or question kakle we am so lady now friend no.
Yeah,
the question no. And say
me ba.
Oni me kunu e wo omusi store.
Hold on. In
omusi store.
Hello. Be man patrol obetimi anya.
Patrol you okay wow.
Tie. Ni e ka senka uma lady no emfre lawyer but still we'll take it be an answer on another your friend is saying level until my NTO.
Yeah, mpacho oni ni kun e shop makumako 5 e Kumasi. Na the attorney say ni kunu no e bo krata to so but sata mo bo krata na oba no say depression ni e ma bintina ma onye fo sakra na say ya na wako hu secretary na be ma na bottle ono no ka chere so be ma na shop ne 3 but wa ma na emutu no be ma na the shop stand rent will be wa aka oba no shop
or the rent will be wa abrochire ha
Ewo Ghana or the ama obi.
Okay.
Ewo Ghana abra lady nim. Because obo letter ni mu chese or the shop ni mienu arrent ba wan ka say ye na yere ne de no de aka ho. Ba paper ni mu no ashow say na yere ne de no ye shop number 3 and 1 no. Oba ne shop no wabu ane ono ne kunu ne de ne mienu abomu no de arrent obi as one. Abra na yere ne nim. Ena na yere na ko hu papers no. Na ohun ye no years ya body to so no wasade years ni bia ka ho ama be ma na ko fa akira agi eye sika wa akire asade years ni bia ka ho without na yere no even notice from the first letter now the ma eye tenant no na lady ni person who say now no obeti ma ko claim ni shop na wasa claim other shop na e wo soro no because shop ni mi ni nyina they are renting without obani notice na is there any more bia mo beti mi dia bo na say lawyer bi obeti ma farm na bo no.
Wait. Yo, yen owoso.
But also.
Yo, it's a some way Ghana won. Esti Ghana.
Your throwbacks is here. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Very important. You know what kind of not yet check up. I'm not sure I said. Let's try it back.
Hello.
But in the meantime,
okay, I'm saying Jama.
Are you ready?
Omodin komo ewechi. But we are ready ana yene anase.
Okay, let me put it generally. Now, this is a Ghana matter, I suppose. I'm saying lady na waka mu no. Yeah. Into see what Ghana. Now, this is about property. And to fall under the property aspect of Ghana laws no. Now, idea is say omuno inya japadia no abom enti mwenye japadia abom na mosusu so meche japadia no inya will no maye ba japadia no mbezo yin omuchem no bia ko ne baby menim so moja aware a na oba no feel say we really antiasie yi because of
the mental health at that time
enti onu feel say sankwatiasie a enka nya sana ebekono sana etia they have to open the conversation up again. Na say no crest nti ase na amba dia and the afina obeti ase na yaye no foforo. Number 2, or say be ma no de ade no ama ahan a oji musika dia ono kra ne de no bia kwai den akwaka ho. E just o ye bu no kwasea bi e wo beebi. So na etia dia it falls under the property, land, equity and trust law. Nti onya Ghana lawyer bi a o deal with sa area of law no a omeshe na omo eboa no na omo de aide court na court eji anase busuanfo kra betumi atena ase na omo immediate na atwe omo de nyoma atutu yi na omo afidi omo de nyoma atunkrata so agree kama why nti area response e be my
okay but actually offer wa be okay
obetumi afre yes obetumi afre so that we can clarify what you've said.
Okay. We Rama Nana Sewa. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Rama.
Good evening, Sister Rama.
Well, Auntie Maggie, I responded very well. At this point, we don't have any call, we don't have any message.
Yeah, before we go to maybe the quite quiz, let's finish off the other aspect because Nyankro 4 person said, do we still have right to appeal? There's some judge anything in Sema and one on one. Even though your child say, I dare no more edging, and you easy, sir, so much me agi. Unless say, one bibinti, you deserve, say, about Jeffy with them. Based on point I have bosono. Now, Yatia says Secretary of State will make an application to the Special Appeals Commission. A catcher was said this is what they want to do or she wants to do. On Bayan Shishum, so Muyan Shishum no who say a to asumwa on my man of crime. So who say and to assume dia they will take the Secretary of State back to Section 40, subsection 5 duty to notify the person.
Okay.
So what you say? Then notify the person for the person to have the right to have appeal and everything. Now that is before ombe yes sir adie no, but some why adie no dadadia. no mo yen hwehwemu no mo hu say because the secretary must still tell them say na ye beye and say na ye den ya ye so mo yen hwehwemu na so mo aye ne dadade a na say ento asumu a or say if it is obviously flawed then the commission will tell the Secretary of State to reverse the order.
Okay.
They will revoke the order. Or if it's a case where Oma Nimpano notice, they have to give Nimpano late notice.
Okay.
To be aware, saying ahead, and they have to do that within 14 days. Inti akwenya ewo ho for some no by mistake because everybody was worried about say a mistake mistaken identity and blah 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 blah. What do we do? And I'm running say then Secretary of State must tell the commission to say this is what we want to do. Sign way because of this and that. Near citizenship a feeling same. What you saying? Investigation to confirm say Secretary of State is right or wrong. Say you're wrong, they will stop her from doing that.
Okay.
So you're right there, they will allow her to go ahead. Then post wa yena dada there, wa dada. Now or ye application no mu hwehwem no mu say or ye mistake so obeja ade no they will have to reverse that decision and give the thing back
to
Nipano. And yeah, that gloomy sir. I mean, okay.
At least now the nim any who near tell say and yes, I'm sorry, I know
more. Yes, sir.
There must be something that goes against the public good.
And also, even if there's something good that goes against the public good, Secretary of State must make an application to the special court. Say this goes against the public good, and it's about Kweku. So we want to take his citizenship away. Kweku, we want to take the citizenship. Yeah, I feel the same.
That's right. Yeah.
So they have to do it before the action is taking place. So on one year, no, we feel say very imminent. Until we take action, they still have to go to the commission to tell them that's where we've done this. What do you think? So my investigation that you're wrong, they will tell them to reverse the whole process. And to be fair, we are learning, but at the same time, we have to caution ourselves. Because people are quick to question, say, oh, my right, you are taking it away. But you are not also bearing in mind that you have responsibility to ensure that we are all living in a safer community. And therefore, you don't do anything about affecting one person and everybody else. Into year 2 years, now you're 5 years to say, we are here, but we have responsibilities. And you say, we judge our now BBA Secretary of State feels say, way dear, and you're so serious there. Then, say, a court special commission, now omo agree, say, Usubano and Tasumua, or Maji Adiano Ide, if you will say. Naturally said, they are sure, say, and you're 1 away, and you're by mistake.
Okay. All right. CP. So we're still live on the community and the law. Yeba Sisia. Yeah, abusia yɛkɔ yɛnim ano no mpanimfoɔ no ebu baabi sɛ yɛtete abetia na ne kyɛmu a ɛno no yɛde kwasi de ato ne plate mu ne yɛde ama de ato ne twam ne yɛtete nkakrakra ne yɛkyɛ ne afei yɛkɔ. Time and tide, they say, waits for no man. We can never be exceptions to this very great and wonderful rule. We're moving to the very last segment of the program, and that's where we test our knowledge. And our knowledge will be on this. Nugget to say, as a sponsored skilled worker, you can do additional or supplementary work in the UK on a skilled worker visa, but there are certain limitations as to what is allowed without having to update your visa. You may work an extra 20 hours a week in the same occupation as your sponsored work, same occupation code at the same level as the job you are being sponsored for, or if the job falls within the shortage occupation list. If you want to do more than 20 hours of extra work a week or work which falls within a different occupation code, then you would need to get a new certificate of sponsorship from the second employer and send a letter to the Home Office as part of the application process to explain that you want to change your permission to stay in the UK. Question na me say bisa no so. Now the question is this: Menu has been sponsored to the UK by Onana Care Home as a carer under the Health and Social Care Skilled Migrant Route for 3 years. Menu wants to work extra hours with another business to earn more money. Which of the following statements best describe what the law allows Menu to do under the Skilled Migrant Route? Yedikai will say, as Menu is living legally in the UK, he can work extra hours with any other employer for as long as he can. B, as Menu is a sponsored migrant, he can only work for his sponsor and no other employer. And 4, say as Menu is a sponsored migrant, he can work for extra 20 hours with different employer who is also in the care industry or with similar occupation code. Answer no A, B, and C. So Menu at the care worker route sponsorship license ni na by a man of 3 years. Or per se or year extra hours neja or the nyesika kakra eka ho na saa nsem fuwa miensa edidi so e mu de hen na ebetimi a kire de Menu ebetimi aye. Menu etiha legally in the UK into obetimi aye extra hours with any other employer as long as he can. The toso Menu a sponsored migrant and he can work for his sponsor and no other employer. And afi the toso miensa Menu at the sponsored ayina na aba obetimi aye juma extra 20 hours with a different employer. No ekuta sa care industry aye license nibi anase sa occupation code no aye similar to the aye Onana Care Home ewo no. Nti momfa answers no ento platform no so na afi mempekena lawyer nso entry mu betimi a text e de abre yen ewo 0795042278. Minya bako at the information. Okay, well, I'll pass it on to my team. So also information, but my team, I'll pass it on. Enti yanhwe wo answer dear hen the hen and now choose A and now say B and now say C. Yanhwe senia C at here. Munyan tamna sana mama lawyer at the about because we have just about 5 minutes to go. 0795042278 and also say or the better platforms so either on Facebook or on YouTube na yapeke ama lawyer so at the trade na fee or the to her at the who is this Ezekiel Johnson, do I see you? Tiliduma, yes, I'm boss madam. Okay, I thought we were bringing the answer. We so okay, Rama said, wow, good evening, says. Well, lawyer, my young call say, Ubia na just over answer my question. No, inti, my main call. You can go far. We Margaret, let me take this one away. Uma yen a year nugget no a year this one where we looked at the obiti me a year and no tree any akofa question we so a day aba saying and I was say ihuno.
Yo, sir, enka a year. School near wa. Okay, we say, hey, where do you want to share more past papers and we didn't baba.
We didn't baba because yeah, parce que they don't come there.
Who was that? And I'm say, I want to share past paper no. And yeah, and as a movie so way there. So yeah,
elfuntia.
And it's any a boss, no. We are skilled worker now, work room had a half in our bar. Apart from we standard hours now, one which me extra 20 hours with a different employer, provided say employer no with the same line of business as normal sponsored employer no. And I say Juma no I require extra 20 hours no occupation shortage list no. So yes, idea I just G another certificate of sponsorship, and therefore the answer is C.
Okay, and the senior lawyer the answer is C. And watch you move and so the amayen. So let's see what the answer is. Yes, the also answer no A is C, and there's an explanation to it, and also so I was to say some sponsored skilled migrants can take on additional employment known as supplementary work for up to 20 hours per week. It is important to note that this additional work must be either on the shorted occupation list or be in the same field and level as the job that you are sponsored to do. You must also ensure that it does not interfere with the hours that you would generally spend on your sponsored work. Otherwise, you would need an additional sponsor for secondary work. Not all sponsored workers are permitted to take supplementary employment. Section 8.12, Workers and Temporary Workers Guidance for Sponsors. And what they ama yeno. And then yaba na fi yaba aba bepija yemu ewojumedi. So I'm say bia over bonnet of 1 minute because here was just about a minute more to go. Na yede aba area.
Yo, thank you very much, viewers and listeners at this stage. Today we have looked at whether you can be deprived of your citizenship without notice, as the new law sets out. We've understood that the previous law, which is Section 40, subsection 2, giving powers to the Secretary of State to deprive people of their citizenship right if they have acquired that fraudulently, or they have misrepresented to get it, or they conceal some fact. Then Section 40, subsection 5 says that they have to be given notice and be given opportunity to appeal against that. However, under the Nationality and Borders Act 322, the law has been amended to cover subsection 5A. So Section 40, subsection 5, capital A, says the Secretary of State cannot say that they are depriving somebody of their right of citizenship without giving them notice. And the only way they can do that, or time they can do that, is if they think that it is necessary in the interest of the general public and in ensuring that national security is maintained, ensuring that investigation and prosecution of crime is not hampered, and ensuring that international or bilateral agreement between Britain and other foreign countries are maintained. However, the Secretary of State, even after thinking or knowing that the right for, or the permission to, the power to take the citizenship right is allowed under this provision, has to make an application for permission to do that. And the permission will go to the Special Appeals Commission to tell them that they want to do this. And the commission will have to investigate to find out that what the Secretary of State is saying is right before they can go ahead to deprive the person. If it is determined that it is not true, then they cannot deprive you of your citizenship. And even if they have already done that, they have to take steps to revoke it or reverse it and give it back to you. And they have a period of 14 days to ensure that this is carried out. So that is the conversation for today. We've understood that even though the law is clear, there's also duty on the Secretary of State to make sure that they do not only act on suspicion that will affect other people's rights. Thank you once again for joining us. We'll meet again next week. Have a wonderful weekend.
Yeah, I was here, and you know, we want to say thank you so very much for your time. We want to thank you for your contribution. We want to thank you for sharing. We want to thank you for even inviting people to come join us. And those of you who have just joined us for the very first time, congratulations to you. You've joined a wonderful family. May Kai was say nyame eye aduma same time next week. But on the 23rd of October 2022 at 10 a.m., we're going to have a church service at the Word of Faith Mission, South East London. The address is St. Anthony's College, Beulah Hill, London, SE19 3HL. SE19 3HL. The church service starts at 10 o'clock. And Tisha so sir, and my name say for 30 years of BWF Solicitors, and also to thank God on behalf of Uncle Ben, as senior partner of BWF Solicitors. Yame Aduma, we're saying Asia same time next week. If we record film, Asidan call Emma Lawyer Charles Asma for making time of his busy schedule to come and teach us things and get us to understand and also answer our questions and concerns, even to the extent of people are going to call him later on to disturb his evening and the rest of it. But he is not bothered. That is how good and caring BWF Solicitors for Etienne. Asada Enko Emma, me studio director, Professor Ade, to all the lawyers and the resource persons, Uncle Ben, Lawyer Richard, Lawyer Eunice, Lawyer Patrick, Lawyer Sam, and of course everybody at BWF Solicitors. We want to say a salute. Thank you very much. God bless you. And please be good. Kaise Echna Enyumre 7 p.m. UK time. There is the repeat of this program on BW Radio. And we'll be on www.bwcommunications.co.uk. Announce a modern Ghana platform. So, if you're Paul, good evening. No, it's
Jesus, you're my everything, yeah.
Oh, God.
My everything is you, Lord. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Everybody say, ah.